So let's take a look now at evaluating a linear expression. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be looking at expressions, linear expressions, where we have letters being substituted for numbers and vice versa, okay? So sometimes it's really convenient in math to use letters rather than numbers, and this is more or less to help you kind of get used to that idea. That we can sometimes use other symbols to represent numbers. In the future, we're going to be using things called variables. This is where we don't necessarily know what the number we're going to be substituting in yet. But in this case, we are given what the value of these numbers is. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. So here it says evaluate the expression when b equals 7 and c equals -7. So what we're going to do here is anywhere where we see a b, right here, it's this one, and then anytime we see a b, we're going to replace it with 7, and anywhere we see a c, we're going to replace it with -7. So here we're going to replace that with -7. And what this implies here, when we see this 9c next to each other, is that we're going to multiply 9 times whatever the value of c is. So let's go ahead and rewrite this. So we have -b plus 9c. So this will be -7 plus 9 times -7. Okay? All right. So we can rewrite this. If we move these negatives around, we'll have -7 minus 9 times 7, okay? And 9 times 7 is 63. So we have -7 minus 63, which is going to give us -70. Okay? So the value of this linear expression is -70. Okay? Let's evaluate this expression, -c minus 2x, when c is equal to 2 and x is equal to -7. So this is going to look very similar. So here we're going to have this being equal to -2 minus 2 times -7. Okay? All right, so another way we can think of this, if you want to try to deal with these negatives, this is actually the same thing as -2 plus -2 times -7, okay? So, if we multiply two negative numbers together, this becomes a positive number. So this is really -2 plus 2 times 7. And again, we can get rid of those negatives because if you multiply two negative numbers together, it becomes positive. So this really becomes -2 plus 14, which is going to give us 12. Okay. So now let's take a look at this expression. This is a little more complicated. Here we want to evaluate the expression when a is equal to 1/2 and b is equal to 2/3. Okay, well again, all we're doing is substituting in these values here. So this will become 1/2 plus 4 times 2/3. Okay, and we've seen this before. So we know we're able to rewrite this as 1/2 plus 4/1 times 2/3. And doing our order of operations here, we know we have to do multiplication first. So this is going to become 1/2 plus, if we do straight across here, 4 times 2 and 3 times 1, we're going to get 8/3. Okay. So now we have we're supposed to add two fractions here, 1/2 plus 8/3. They don't have the same denominator, so we have to find the common denominator. And remember, we can do our multiplication here, where we multiply the left fraction here by the denominator of the right side over itself, and the right fraction by the left-hand denominator over itself. So this is going to become 3/3 times 1/2 plus 8/3 times 2/2. Okay? And that's going to give us 3/6 plus 16 over 6. And again, this comes because we're just multiplying straight across. All right? So we have 16 plus 3. Well, I guess we can write this more specifically as 16 plus 3 over 6, which is 19 over 6. And that's about as simple as you're going to get that.